must got some of that video in here. Okay, so I'm gonna take this downstairs because even if it's not as great as seating, I don't know if I really want to be in here. No, I don't know. It's cramped for doing music, and oh wow, holy! That might just be a record. Well, welcome everybody. We got 3 people in less than 20 seconds. So, I have a few ideas of songs that I could do, but I'm not super familiar with them. They all kind of fit a similar theme, and so did all 3 of you. All this stuff. That's weird. But anyway, basically, maybe I'll wait. Don't worry, you don't have to close that door. I'm going downstairs with it. Just a matter of can I carry everything? I need a roadie. Yeah, but then I have to be able to hit the road and do. But small venues is good. We're trying to get a bit of sun. I have to turn the heat off. It's been on for a while. It's kind of cool-ish and cloudy out, but and I don't know how much of that I'll be able to play depending on physical ability. But yeah, that's a motivating start. 3 people come and then all of them go at the same time. That was really odd. I do see it occasionally. Sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3, but that was really odd. I don't know if I've got to look up why that might happen. I guess I don't see it a ton. I don't think I need to specify. Well, it's already 2 minutes in now. Ooh. And I'm going to work on an original song, and I'm also going to do some creative writing. Tune into so far it wasn't adding periods or type theme. I will say this though. Well, I don't know if I should. I don't want people to be thinking it, but maybe you already are. But some people don't think of the obvious, and everybody varies, right? Same time, and but it's pretty. I mean, unfortunately, this is what we're giving our fellow humans. I mean, not everybody, but like I say, it is apparently fairly common. I almost blame TikTok culture these days, but well, of course, that's a stupid question. Can 2 people watch YouTube live at the same time? What I don't like is when I go to the live tab on my device, and I don't even watch a lot of news or subscribe. I mean, I guess maybe I do subscribe to some channels like that. I mostly see that kind of stuff, or like not ones where like things that are like I hate to say this because I think that a lot of people who might not necessarily be considered, and yeah, I could try and get fancy with my videos, but who might not, but I do and don't think it's about that, but who might not be considered what's the word like I guess that's what it kind of means, professional, in the sense of I shouldn't have done that because now I can't find the tab that but I do want to work on closing some things. But um, and I think I put it to the just how the basic skills can be still pretty good. Yeah, and unfortunately, one friend of ours who's been offline for half an hour has an arm injury, so she's finding it hard to type, even though that's the hands. But I guess it affects the thing. Um, um, why was I saying that? I don't know. There was a reason I was going to bring that up, and now I've forgotten what it is. Um, 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 I don't. I guess on the bigger screen, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that it's not showing. So I'm going to be kind of choosy here, but yeah, that's just the weirdest thing involved. Um, I'm just going to try and close some things to try and find, and I've already found one thing. Try and find the tab because I think what's happening is that, well, there's also this English Canada thing, but what's happening, I believe, and yeah, I'm only like 3 or 4 tabs away, so that's all I got to worry about. Yeah, that was just weird. Um, two of them, two of them were just kind of like the wrap up screen of a previous live. So previous lives, but we're getting close already, I think. And that's just okay. Kind of do want that though. Sub vocalization. I don't know what that is. Maybe I'll give you a preview of one of my other videos, and if you like what you hear, and that's a nice gesture. If you like what you hear, it's under the video called Hero Spirit, and at this point in time, it's 10 days ago. And I wouldn't mind listening to it. You know, yeah, not all of us travel easily, and even if we're good people, just trying to get the tab back and views to go to it. I took it to purple flower. Who knew? Horseradishes look like parsnips. Something called sunchoke I never heard of before. It looks like ginger. So I'm just looking at something that's open. But I remember I'm going to know what's behind it. So. I'm being a ventriloquist. It's interesting. It's a because of the recent video, but this is a playlist, so I'm not going to get too far from it. Back to Life Soul to Soul. Talked about the importance of each other compared to really nice. Like other videos. If I get them, I will do my best to get back to you. And I'm actually fairly able to spend the time doing so. So yeah, I did want to look at that. Another tab. I think I've decided I want to do it, and it could make me. I haven't sent him any. I don't know why there's two different links. Why it would be different. That's the thing. So if you're from the French. I'm gonna stop that for a moment. And thankfully it had one like. Did I have any comments? Oh right. Okay, yeah. I know. I find it silly when people say so many yaps as well. The other day I was doing a video. Okay, that one I also have open on there on my other device, and I might be more recently. I do want to remember to go up with that. The other day though, I was doing a video and I was talking about interceptions, and I was remembering doing this video recently, and I can't remember why I had the title idea because things were coming to me prior. So I'll play this one out. This is from 5 days ago. Oh, you know what? I just realized though, maybe I won't because, but I'm mentioning them anyway. But because I don't know how well um they are. Doesn't look like it's either of those two on the side. Oh, okay. She just came into that message. 30, but that's Friday. So this tab is not open. So not accurate. Don't keep it open. No, the memory is just good. But I was just realizing that, or mostly, that when I play back videos in the same device into another recording, which isn't often, but sometimes it feels right. What I've noticed is it sometimes sounds distorted. So um, it's too bad, kind of how that's progressing and not. I know that I'm close because I do recognize some specific ones. Um, I just can't believe that my brother doesn't think that birds exist. Um, that birds exist in the summer. I mean, in the winter. Yeah, and unfortunately we missed that, even though it was cheap. But then that's like one of those things that says free entry, but then once you go in, things are asking for money. Sorry, we're getting a bit slow to the song, but like I'm recognizing some tabs which I've opened this morning, but I'm trying to work my way to the. This is a topic I do want to talk about, though maybe in the future, or now. I mean, if anybody's listening and wants to comment on what I'm saying, I appreciate it. I have a bad habit of opening tabs and keeping them open, and even when I'm reusing certain ones, I still on all my devices. It's like some of it goes back, probably close to a year, but it's like I think also it's maybe also kind of maybe my hoarding tendencies. Um, Perhaps it's kind of like Oh, I want to hold on to that, maybe watch it again. I know people could say, oh, you can make a playlist or save it in favorites. I just don't usually think to do so. I guess I probably could figure out how. I just don't usually think to do so. And I don't know if I need to keep this open because it looks like we're going about the same thing in a different way. Uh, um, yeah, wow, I had like 3 different tabs over different days, and I guess kind of that's just the advertisement. I don't know. You cannot ignore what you love to do. And that's something I kind of was mentioning before I started this was that, like they say, oh, autistic people, especially on a certain level of the spectrum, they have special interests and they hyper like activities. And it's like, yeah, but don't most people? I mean, I would think so. But yeah, you can focus on what you like as much as you like. Sometimes it gets more depressing when you're not getting to do it as fully as you would like, or to you're not getting to get there as much as you'd like. Um, well, it might not be rainy there, and I don't know. You might be working. I don't know. Kind of want to see about bringing him in, but I kind of don't. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Um, Now I'm just having an issue with one of the tabs being wonky. I would like to get at least 1 or 2 songs into this, and even better if they are okay. That'll remind her where we left off. That's where we left off. Even better if they are. Well, and this shows how much I do. Although I think it's always fairly obvious, even when I'm kind of, you know, deep in talking about something, and I, I, yeah, I think but it shows how much I care about our viewers, because, um, what I'm gonna do is send this one and maybe the next couple to a different window. Although I have things, and that somehow has happened too. I don't want him to think that that's his tab because I don't think that it is. I also don't know why it was showing the menu on that side when usually it shows on that side. But oh yeah, now it's going to start wanting to play this YouTube video. Um, like I know that it's something I struggle with, and oh, okay, that's weird. It's going to pause it at 9 seconds in. An interesting image. I know it's something I struggle with. Um, but sometimes when I look, it's like, wow, I forgot that much. So, you know, um, but we kind of are both on the same thinking, like about and about the struggles and that, and yeah, it's who knows if we end up taking the trip. Speaking of, that reminds me of a reason why not. Okay, now after the advertisement, the video is just paused. Okay, here we go. Look at that later, and I promise that I'm like these are ones I opened just an hour ago, including the live stream one. So like, I'm getting there. Um, Billy Molly Coach, is that her name? Okay, right. He did apologize, this and that. I just don't know if I want to do that song. It's crazy actually, but I mean, here's the thing. I like pretty much any genre except for metal. I don't do a lot of rap, hip hop, but you know, any race can do it, does it these days, and I don't hate a lot of it. I'm actually fairly open minded for the most part. I know that some maybe I shouldn't be as open minded, but I mean also don't mistake me in saying that I am completely so, or that some of it I think that all of it's okay, because that's not the case. But yeah, I've had four songs come to mind this morning. Um, I don't know. It is kind of one of those ones. I mean, I sing. It's one of the things I do. So sorry if my eyes are looking weird. By the way, I'm also just looking through these tabs to see what I can. Okay, that doesn't need to be open twice. Although that one is showing the profile image is right. The other one was not for some reason. Okay, and the news feed is already open, so I'll close that. Although Michelle's excited about something. And this one, if I can decide if I don't want to do this one, I don't see. I'm sorry. This is the thing. I mean, good thing is I know a lot of music, and I'd even be willing to do a lot of stuff that I only kind of know and try winging it. But that being said, if something in the title or band name is a trigger, or I don't like it, or I stumble upon a lyric that I just can't see myself singing comfortably, then I won't. So that was a song about a train. Maybe you can guess one that is a band name that I feel iffy about. And here we are. We're here and nobody's here. We're here and nobody's here. I don't know if anybody's been here. Doesn't look like it from anything that I'm seeing, but they could have been corner viewers. Let me think on it for a moment and just kind of try and think. And as far as we can watch that. Hopefully should be able to do it. In fact, people that often are fairly spiritual. Um, 10 minutes ago, she reacted to "Can you see my life? Can you come and see my life? I'm floored before your eyes." Oh, okay, but that was actually to a message earlier. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. We're seeing, but I don't know. I think she said there isn't a time difference, so it's 11 there. It's late morning, but they might just be starting there. So, well, I'm waiting to see if anybody tunes in, and the title very clearly says we'll take your song requests, and that pretty much says that if I don't get any, I might not do any. But no, I'm just thinking the one I'd have to change some of the slightly, and two of them were kind of, not that this hugely matters, I guess, but two of them were female singers. Actually, let's play a little bit of a guessing game for a moment. I'm going to describe. I mean, there are certain things that some of them make me think of that only I would probably know, but and then maybe I'll take a quick look at this at this um, And yeah, I want to work on songs. I want to work on like an original song. But which came up, the inspiration came up in one of these videos recently, but I kind of don't really know kind of what I want it to. I don't know how to get started other than the title. um, and then, I want to do some creative writing. One writing exercise I want to do is, although I almost feel like I'd have to travel to be able to think of what to do with this idea as someone tunes in. Has anybody ever, there's only one person here right now, has anybody ever done creative writing or visualization of like being in a lot of, I mean, meditation and visualization is a very popular thing these days, but being in a certain place that maybe you can't easily access. I guess my slippers are over there because I don't see them. That you can't easily access. I mean, I'm struggling for my identity, in a way, and I don't have much else sometimes. But they're not usually enjoyable. And didn't I just take my socks off? But my feet are already cold. My slippers are over there. I'd have to climb over this cord and get up, and I just don't feel it. I just haven't been down here very long. But where you're kind of imagining, and whether you have visual cues or not, you're imagining traveling to a certain place and just, whether it's because you can't or just not at this time. I mean, it's probably always going to be a time where it's easier, but I don't know. I don't know. For me, I feel like a lot of that was my past. I mean, of course, I don't know my future. I don't know how much I got from anything like my dad, not much. And other loved ones, but and I don't know. I kind of think my best years are behind me, but I know that's not very optimistic sounding. And I mean, there's always good, and that's the thing. I want to continue to spread that message in case somebody does happen to hear it. Is that, for people that are having ideation or thinking of doing a certain thing, remember the good times you have had in your life. We all have had them. We all have, and also perhaps try and remember the times. And I mean, sometimes it's like easy for me to suggest, but not necessarily that I think it should be necessarily super hard for other people to take it in. Although I understand reasons why it would be, but also harder for me to remember or to live into as well. But also think of times where you've maybe had struggles before. I know that's kind of a phrase that maybe is a bit cliche that a lot of people maybe hear is, "Oh, you've gotten through hard times before." That also comes across as sounding like, so who cares that you're going through them now? You'll be fine, and it's invalidating. It's not really all that helpful, right? But no, what I'm trying to say is just kind of, in some ways it is though, because it's kind of like when you're going through a hard time and then you remember you've gotten through that to better times, it's I would say it's motivating. It's a reminder that you can, I guess, is the thing. So, and actually we had someone here the other day and I was telling her, I said, spiritual stuff, music, I said mental health topics, and I don't want to say a certain thing maybe by the reaction, but she did seem to be like, oh, that's very good, that's very good, so and yeah, I think it's important, because the other thing of the matter is even if we don't feel like we have the ability to do a lot and experience a lot and have a lot of beauty in our life, and I'm doing this as a freebie, and I understand and relate sometimes. It's kind of like with the internet, you want to think of something beautiful and experience it. All you have to do is go to the internet, look it up, and absorb. Like seriously, I better not. Waving or slightly waving around a bottle of water that didn't have the lid on tight, and well, I mean, it would have been okay, I guess, if it was on that and those are the pants, and that's the bag there. But that's what I had the other day. But the tablet wasn't far away. And the dog's upstairs still, even though he's been in there, right? but he was briefly down and did have a walk. And also, as I do this and somebody tunes in, whether you have or want to have, I'm curious. Well, how do I put it? Your I don't want to say stretching routine if you're already left. Maybe they meant to stretch. But what are some of your favorite stretches to do? Gentle stretches. Stretches that most people, regardless of, maybe physical difficulties, should be able to do. I feel like I'm doing some of them now. And they do feel unusual when you're not used to doing them. Or you haven't done stretches like this in a while. And obviously you only do it till you're comfortable. But that's a good one because it's like a hug too. And it actually does, it's something healing in the shoulders and kind of this area. It's anywho, music stands upstairs, isn't it? Even if I did have it right beside, I'm going to be looking off to the side. So either way, I'm looking off to the side. So why not it be this way? Just kidding. I feel like we looked at this in Kathleen call, so maybe it was. And Love doesn't have no season, it's every season. I'm going to try and do at least one song in here because this does sound like it should be a musical post, so it should be. But the truth of the matter is like I say, it also, the title should very much sound like, and yeah, maybe I should have been prepared to do music either way and just hope to get requests. And I guess I don't do a lot of music themed ones these days. And I was just kind of spur of the moment, wanting to do this. And probably the new one's almost 6:30. And it's YouTube. I know there's a lot on here and people have different focuses and whatever. But gosh, you think it wouldn't be that hard to do. Well, this is kind of music. And if anybody's curious, actually, although he works 8 hours, 5 days a week, but if anybody's curious about these, and if they play music, and they are called singing bowls, and you could do a song request on singing bowls, yeah, they do. I am not. Although, what's interesting? I'd be very curious to know about this, actually. If there is a certain. This is very curious. Although the hard part about this is that these have sometimes more than one tone, depending where you hit it, how you hit it. This one seems fairly consistent. You can get a lot without a mallet. I just don't have one handy. Oh, maybe I do, actually. But it doesn't have the felt on it. But only lately, 7 years into things, being involved, have I ever seen him saying, use the wooden end. And you get a lot more scrapey sounds. And I don't think it makes sense. But I think that's the only one I'm seeing. But yes, you can play. I've heard him do Happy Birthday on these before. And because I am musical and I know how to go from note to note, so to speak, as someone leaves, it came for a few seconds left, I probably could figure out how to do that if I had a certain song in mind. And the only thing is the easiest spot that we have, except for maybe downstairs, would be on the bed to lay them out in a certain order. It's kind of like, because I don't play it often, and it's a bit of a trigger, but as the viewer goes, but it's kind of like a xylophone, and how or any instrument, they're noted. And so if I got them spread out, the only thing is that I don't know if I'd be fast enough. So start me off with a slowish song, uh, and like I feel like the label wouldn't be of the note wouldn't be big enough. But if I my mind might think because I'm musical, like if I have them A B C D E F G in that order, that almost makes me think I could try and set it up myself. But one, I need a song idea. Two, I just scratched my the top of my hand, and it might need to have a Kleenex on it. And three, um, um, finding those bowls. Once I have them, I can set them up to do the song, and that's potentially a good project idea. I know some of my project ideas they go to the wayside because I don't have the help I need, or I get stuck, or like one of the plays I want to put on. If I don't get into the theater festival, um, it's really hard to get bookings at a nearby venue. The other one's a bit of a trigger and expensive, although probably easy to reach. And the other one, they've raised their prices, even though I'm kind of familiar with the place. Not so much the one that does the booking, but I've talked with her a little bit. She knows I'm low income. She knows I wanted to ask somebody else that I'm kind of familiar with, who's been a little odd lately. But, um, you know, but ultimately she's the one that handles it. And she's like, not only have our rates went up, but there'd be insurance fees to rent a venue. I could understand, and I did say I might want the area downstairs. It's in a church. That's a stage. I could understand if we had to use the kitchen as well. Like I don't need to pay to use the kitchen. I don't feel like I should have to pay an insurance fee for the kitchen, and I feel like I should only have to pay if things are damaged, and that they should be inspecting after each rental. I know that might be a lot for them to do, but I'm sure that some places do it that way. So I don't know. I'm kind of ignoring it and thinking, yeah, it's not going to happen there. The getting there part could have been a bit tricky, but I was only planning to do one or two showings of it. So that might be something we debut online. I was saying to Glenn earlier, it would just be us two most likely, and it would have to be on a weekend. But so stay tuned for that. Um, I know I just put this over there, but I'm thinking well, you know what? Though I'm also thinking if she can, she'll come. She'll come in and watch. If she can't, she won't. That being said, yeah, she's been inactive for 25 minutes. She might tune in, but unfortunately, she's the one. Oh, and I just made it so it's the last in the row. She is the one that. Well, there doesn't have to be a lot of typing. This particular person, if it's who I think it would be, um, I know that she likes us musically, and we like her musically, and she plays harp actually, but probably mostly like Celtic Gaelic stuff. Although I know you can do anything on harps, and I'm thinking of the Harp Twins. So I wanted to interview. Some of you may know them. I wanted to interview. I also was going to interview Siamese twins. There was a language barrier and a time zone barrier that was a little bit insurmountable with that one. Although they did have somebody they could use as a translator. And then with the Harp Twins, who I believe speak English, and I think they're from the UK somewhere. I didn't think that I had signed up for an email list or whatever, but it seems like I have. And I was just getting all these promotional. Don't want to go back and forth too much. I can just close tab, but it should tell me, are you sure? But these promotional things, and never actually a response about that. Just my luck. Just my luck. Someone else's life is just my luck. I'm going to look into that one. Because, like I say, there's 3 songs. At least I can put a song in this thing. But if people don't see a request, they might think I haven't. But maybe they'll skip along just out of pure curiosity. I don't know if this is a theme that I want to do, but I know I was going to play So it's not Ricky Martin, because when I type Ricky, nothing shows up. I did sing. Okay, I did find it. I don't think I want to sing it. Radio Outside the Line, I could do, but I don't know. There was another one. Oh, I'll do this one, I think. Well, let me see the lyrics. I haven't heard it in a while. And I don't know what people would think. And part of me doesn't care. Part of me does, and that's normal, and it's human, and very understandable. But I was thinking of a Bieber song, but I don't think it makes sense. Again, as a singer, if I'm going to sing anything, and I did search her. But maybe I'll search her again. As a singer, if I'm going to sing something, I want to feel it, and because otherwise it just feels awkward. To sing something that your heart's not into, or that's triggering you or whatever. Well, she hosted, and she was always inviting people out, so. Weird, did the thing, it must be the way that the symbol looks or something. My kind of eyes go weird for a moment. I look up and I think somebody's there. I don't think I know this. I've heard of the singer. I don't think I know this song, but I do think that maybe my friend is trying to. Because it's not healed or not strongly enough, and you revert back. That's why trauma, continues to hurt. Um, Thank you, Ray. Thank you. I feel like, and just because I can do this does not mean that this got long. Does not mean that. Oh wow, 6 hours ago. Does not mean that I don't value earthly connections in person and online. And I do have them, but I was thinking about today how some might see, oh, smaller circle online, like on social media, like Facebook, for instance. That must mean you just have a few really close friends. Hmm. I mean, obviously, there are people I don't have any problems with, but some of them aren't online very much. Or I don't know. I just don't. Uh, at this chapter in my life. But my friend Ray has got me looking at a channel, and they would simply be covers. And so I'm curious. However, okay, I was going to say some of these recent ones, the songs are too recent. I don't know them. And I know some recent stuff. That's Adele. Who knew? I can be your father figure. Not that song. That's another one song. Put your loving hand in mine. Can be your butterfly. Well, on this video, it feels like there's a kind of hush. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the town, you can hear the sound of lovers in love. You know what I mean? Just the two of us. But it's a lover song, like it feels awkward to sing it on. Although I am a poly, but and nobody's here right now anyway. But yes, might want to watch that video. She said she subscribed while she was here, so hopefully she gets notified. I want to watch some other videos on here though, and I have no clue what I'm having for lunch. unfortunately. I need diet plans that I need. Both. And I did say something about how this particular health plan that I'm going to be looking at, would be good in the long run, but my soul needs some other stuff that would greatly help me, but like a vacation, and it's just so hard to achieve it. That's very ironic. I'm going to have to learn that song. I just felt that one of my other angels just spoke to me. Well, not spoke to me necessarily, like I didn't channel a message, but on my screen here, there is, and it's all in caps, the name Jenny. And the song title is kind of ironic because I know a Jenny that relates to it. Hotel, and then there's something about hotel room. And it's like, well, yeah, if you travel, you'd need one. We hug now. You have to listen to that. That's so weird. Oh, okay, it's another song by Jenny called Like Jenny. It's like it's showing it to me again. And then Mark Ray, that's come up a couple times. I'm looking for song suggestions. I'm browsing through some ideas, some of which I don't even know. I really should make a playlist. But if you have any, put them below. Let me know whether you'd like it karaoke, guitar, or piano, and I'll do it. And if you'd rather a topic suggestion, yeah, well, I'll do it my best if but the viewer goes, so whatever. That's ironic because I relate to it, and it's come back into relating to it this morning. Ordinary, we don't have to be ordinary. If that's the song I think it is, let's go with it. And I should have opened it another tab so I can go back to this, but it may have went back to the top anyway. Although there is a line that says we don't have to be sorry. I think that it's okay to apologize, and I think that there's always something you can apologize. Well, I don't know. No, I'm saying it wrong, but we don't have the time to be sorry. Well, make time. If it's necessary, make time. Everybody will feel better. Time's lost its faith. Colors will fade eventually. So for time is running out. Day after day, we'll make the mundane our masterpiece. Oh my, oh my love. I don't know if this is. I don't know if I know this one. I take one look at you, taking me out of the ordinary. No, but it's a love song. We don't have to be ordinary. Maybe you're the life of the party. A few weeks ago, does anybody know of a singer named Miles Smith, and are they alive? I don't know why some people get some people get from making up, and I'm fine with what they're doing actually, making up that celebrities have passed away, or like breaking news, this celebrity has passed away. She's gonna probably want to play piano after this. I wish I knew what we were having for lunch. I wish I knew. I'd almost say another pizza, but we had that last night. We ate a lot of it. This might be the day where I eat the least, and it's amazing that I don't experience it. I do and I don't. But my energy level, my boredom, I mean, it's not that I don't eat other stuff. I don't know. I might just have a spinach wrap, but I don't know what to put in it. There is some good ideas, and I actually talked about that in a recent video because I was being random. At the back of this is just we don't necessarily have the stuff. We don't. We could go to Florida, but it's been adding up, and the weather's not that great. We don't want to have to pay to deliver when it's otherwise walking distance. I don't know. When he's down here playing piano, I'll look in the kitchen and see what I see. Hello, Del Song. Actually, it's too meaning to me. It's an opposite of what you'd think the title would be, and I'm just realizing that now. But this Adele song, I believe, Ray used to sing. Chris Brown, is he the one that abused one of his partners physically? That's interesting. Right after thinking about her, because I did post an original song a while back, and we were talking about music, but not in a super religious sense. Giveon, I did post a song, original song the other a while back, and it wasn't super religious. If people are wondering, but it was special, and I don't remember the details, and I don't even think it was a full song. But there's a song showing here, "Garden of Eden" by Lady Gaga, and that's kind of where the I think it was abbreviated to each word, but is this the end? Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move, and then I actually do have a memory karaoke of that, and this guy that sang it, and he was just very theatrical. The day I have all the highest hope. Da, 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 da. Go easy on my baby. 360K views. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. Maybe that one would help me feel kind of a bit safer about the neighbors. Also, getting through the night when seeing the past couple of nights activity on that front, and there's actually a lot of these I don't know. And some of the singers I haven't even heard of, but I mean, I have. In fact, it's so interesting that one of the songs relates to a show I've been watching lately, but I don't know it, the song. The other one is actually by, okay, so maybe I'll use this as an opportunity to do this because I don't know this song. I don't believe I do, and it might not even be in English, but it's actually by a singer that I thought of just earlier today, and it's only just about noon. Basically, Latin pop star that dances a lot when she sings, has big curly hair, and I think she's done a song for a Disney movie. Any guesses? This is what you should be told. Uh, I almost feel like I know that song recently, but I don't think so actually because the more I think of it, that song is that singer also does "Season of the Sticks," which I did like a while ago, and I think that's the only song because I know, but I could be wrong. Last Night on Earth, Green Day. I'm definitely finding some songs I'd like to know, but I'm surprised that, and like I say, some of the artists I do know, but I'm surprised I don't know more of these. Diet Mountain Dew. But that's as we get. I don't think I'd do that one, but it is an interesting one. And I'm kind of curious about the titles. Song requests, topic requests. Viewer goes. They were here for a moment. Um, Cinnamon Girl. Is it? I always confuse these, but is it Bob Dylan that has a song called that? But so does Lana Del Rey. August 10th. Wouldn't it be interesting if this August I relate to that some way? This Jenny has at least 3 songs. That song, it's kind of a unique title. It's showing here twice. One with 4 letters, but then one with a first name and something that doesn't really look like a last name, and they don't fit with those letters, so that's weird. I want to at least do one or two. I want to at least do one or two, so hopefully I find them soon. What a weird title for a song. Am I okay? I think I know. You'd know. Deba Doobie? That's very interesting. That title. I'm gonna have to look at that later, but I want to find one I know and want to do. But that one reminds me of the original song I want to work on. Luckily, there's no W in that. Really? No, I wasn't born with a broken heart, but I'm developing. 2055. I think we'll be lucky if the world makes it that far. I think we'll be lucky if we make it into 2030s. Sometimes the way that things are going. I'm not a huge believer in the apocalypse, but I'm not either. Hmm. Okay, well, I'll tell you this. For anybody that guessed and then wondered if I'm going to say I wasn't describing Ashanti, but now I'm not sure if I'd be able to tell them apart if I saw them both. And that might be a clue, unless I'm thinking of Ashanti wrong. But even the name is a little bit similar, but not really. I haven't heard of Ashanti in ages. I'm so excited, but not really. Do you ever thought about how money is great, but it doesn't buy happiness? There's another song with the same title that kind of reminds me of the one I want to work on. And I do know it, but I think it starts off with, "But I don't know if I've ever been strong enough. I'm a little interested." But it's got some negative undertones. Well, now I'm going to be far away from anything else. All these things that number one party at Superstar. Do I know that? I might. I'm curious if I do. May have been progress, but not sure. Don't know much, but I know I love you. That song by Train makes, and actually I heard Drops of Jupiter today or yesterday. That makes me think of Jenny as well. Well, we have someone tuned in. You're welcome to make a song request. Because somebody's here, maybe I'll go with what I just came across as a karaoke cover. Uh, I don't get to do impersonation very often, but and please, and the viewer goes, but I'm gonna do it anyway because why not? don't take it sexist or whatever. It's just a fun song to sing. And I'm actually thinking we may have done that myself too. Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, kind of like to meet. Pretty woman, I don't believe you. Can't be true. No one can look as good as you. Pretty woman, won't you pardon me? Pretty woman, couldn't help but see. Pretty woman, where you look lovely as can be. Are you lonely just like me? It's practically Elvis, but he's not lonely. Wow. Pretty woman, stop a while. Pretty woman, walk a while. Pretty woman, stay with me. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, you say. Pretty woman, stay with me. I love you, I need you, I'll treat you right. Come on now, baby. We're mine tonight. I have Elvis karaoke typed in front of it now, and then it went. Eat beluga. Are you lonesome tonight? Not the trigger. I do, but not necessarily the title, but Miss Me Tonight. Are you sorry? See, that's another one. I don't want to sing about. I know it's relatable and everything, but I don't want to sing about breakups. I guess I fear that it might lead to one. Here's an Elvis playlist. I'll look at this for a bit. That's not Elvis. Neither is that. Neither is that. But maybe it's meant to be that it's not. Just a minute. With the thoughts of the Sam's Jam and some special people in my life, I'll do this one. I could probably actually even do this one on guitar. Maybe I should. I think I will. I think we got a good string of ideas here and might not do them all, and then I'm going to wrap up. Ooh. This grit. Wow. Sorry, that's not interesting for you to see, perhaps. Let me just quickly do this. Okay. I think I can do this by memory, although I've not done it for a while. Let me just very quickly check something before I start. And too bad he's not down here because my dad is going to talk to me, but I'm going to push through that because, yeah, I aim to please. And, I might not work too much longer. And, yeah, I don't want anybody to tune in and me not be here. It's one thing, I guess, if they've already been here for a little while, and if I really have to, then I do. But if I don't, then I won't. This thing stays in great tune. I've played it a few times lately, which is kind of amazing that I've ended up doing so. And it just stays in tune. And when I lean it up on things, days. I'm not gonna think of Sam Jams right now because it's just gives too many feels. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, life is older than the tree, down in the mountain, like a tree. This is actually, unfortunately, it's too. There's one particular part of that that's too fresh of a trigger for me, because when I think of the country, I think about how we may or may not make it on our trip, and that's disappointing me. But some things about not making it make sense and give me comfort. So, but. I was going to do Elvis in the latter half, but the Elvis playlist has a bunch of other stuff in it. In fact, most of it is not Elvis. This is an Elvis playlist, isn't it? Or is it just a mixed playlist? Yeah, because I was searching Elvis, and it found Elvis mix. That didn't sound like the actual song, but let's see here. So sorry if it's not Elvis, but hopefully you like it anyway. I don't know. Like, the first number of them are not Elvis. I don't know why. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, Jupiter. Hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. Ones I long for, that I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, lots of time today to write, but the music project I really need help with, or at least for him to show me how to. I think I might be able to figure out Audacity though, so maybe I'll work out myself. I need ideas other than the title, but isn't that just doing music together, working on creative writing, travel, and Alice Walker's idea? Fill my heart with song. Oh, that's just that line again, which is a little bit awkward. I'm seeing one that's kind of, I love the title. I don't know the song super well, but I'm going to try it. If nothing else, it'll be a snippet or a preview, but I might do the full thing. We'll see. However, this song, it's kind of a breakup song maybe, but the one after this, but at the same time, you could apply it to just missing somebody in general. Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Sounds a little bit like that Shakira song. Is this burning an eternal flame? I believe it's meant to be, darling. What you sleeping? You belong with me. Again, it's a lovey-dovey song, but this one I don't know if I'd see it the same that way. So let me try it and see how it comes out. These are otherwise just little previews. At least I'm singing. Took me long enough to get that happening in this particular video. Nobody's been here making requests, so. I think it's the. You have to leave me if I just forgot that I asked. Picture perfect memories scattered all around the floor. Hearing what you said, wait for the phone, I can't fight it anymore. And I wonder if I ever cross your mind. Excuse me. Huh. For me, it happens all the time. It's 1:15. I'm on. I need you now. Said I wouldn't call, but I've lost our control, and I need you now. And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. Could be about loved ones in heaven, right? Funny if you came to this last country. Oh, maybe it's another shot of whiskey. Can't stop looking, whoops, at the door. Wishing you'd come sweeping in the way you did before. And I wonder if I ever crossed your mind. Huh, I don't know where that went. For me, it happens all the time. I have to look for it. 1:15. I'm here all alone. I need you now. You said I wouldn't call, but I've lost all control and I need you now. Please doesn't get that piece checked together, right? And I don't know how I can do without. I just need you now. Oh, 'cause I guess I'd rather hurt than feel nothing at all. It's 1:15. I'm here all alone and I need you now. Said I wouldn't come. I'm a little drunk and I need you now. And I don't know how I could do without. I just need you now. Oh, baby, I need you now. None of these are Elvis. I don't get it. I searched Elvis. It said, here's an Elvis mix. I swear. I swear. The moon and the stars in the sky. Just kidding. How can you see into my eyes like open doors. I'm gonna put the speaker on in just a moment. And then maybe one of these, the actual video words by Lynch. How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I become so numb without a soul. My spirit could be sleeping somewhere close till you find it there and lead it back home. Wake me up inside, wake me up inside, call my name and save me from the dark. Let my blood to run, for I come undone. Save me from nothing I become. Now that I know what I'm without, just can't leave it. Breathe into me, make me feel, bring me to life. Wake me up inside, wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run, for I come undone. Save me from nothing I've become. Bring me to life, bring me to life. Bring me to life. Yeah, no, I need to be doing everything inside. Without your touch, without your love, darling, only you are the life among the dead. The Megaphone song, what is it? This time I can't believe I couldn't see. Kept in the dark, but you were right in front of me. I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Got to open up my eyes to everything. Without a thought, without a voice, without a soul. Don't let me lie. I don't remember there being rapping. This must be something more. Bring me to life. Pick me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. See, get something different there. It's my birth to run, for I come undone. Save me from the nothing I become. Nothing I become. Bring me to life. That's the first Elvis song, and I think it's really, actually really Nelson. Did I click the right thing? Share my life. No, I didn't, but take me for what? I might do that one, but maybe not this time because I am a little tired. I didn't mean to click that, but And I didn't mean to click that either. I'm trying to click this one, for goodness sake. What is going on? It's not clicking what I'm clicking. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't want me to do Bon Jovi. And then it jumps way down, and I'm not sure what that's trying to tell me, but I bet you it's missing a lot of good songs. Yeah. I'll try one more time now that I've reopened it. I'll try and keep this open too. Now we're seeing some Elvis. Need to go away. Burning Love. One Night with You. Treat Me Nice. I wonder if I know this one. It's very short. When I walk through the door, oh baby, people lights. Kind of less common maybe. Gonna make me good if you don't treat me right. Don't you ever kiss me once, kiss me twice, and treat me nice. I know that I'm told it's not fair to tease, so if you come on cold, I'm really gonna freeze. If you don't wanna be cold as ice, treat me nice. Somebody have a moment. Make me feel at home. If you really care, scratch my back and run your pretty fingers through my hair. I know I'd be asleep if you ask me to, but if you don't behave, if you want my love to take my place, treat me now. It's like you make me feel at home. Stay tuned. We'll do more music next time. I'm going to wrap this